everybody, thank you for joining me today. This is Jessica from Purple Puppy Paper Crafting with a video for Brutus Monroe. Today I wanted to use some stencils and do something super fun with them. So I picked out a few of my recent favorites. We have the Antique Trellis. This one is called Embrace. This is Blanket of Blooms. And this one is Quilt Lace. And today I wanted to use a couple different colors of Chroma glaze. But on top of that, once the glaze dries, we're going to be doing some foiling. And I want to foil over that with a specific type of foil. It's the Opal foil, and it produces a really cool result. So the first thing we need to do is lay down some Chroma glaze onto our stencils. For that, I'm going to use some of the Perfect Blend paper. And I'm going to start with this Quilt Lace stencil. I think right now the yellow and orange Chroma glaze are in stock over at Brutus Monroe, so make sure you head over there and check it out. They have a whole selection of Chroma glazes, glitter glazes, lots of fun, good stuff to play with. I believe there will be some new colors coming out soon, so keep an eye for that. But right now we are going to start with yellow and orange, and I'm going to kind of mix them together to get kind of an ombre look. And then we'll be able to see how cool that looks once the opal foil is applied. So just get a good amount out here onto our work surface. Make sure we get it nice and smooth. And I'm going to put the rest of this back in the jar and move on to the orange. I'm only going to get a small amount out of the jar of orange because I'm not going to be able to put it back now that I'm mixing colors. Oops, I'm out of the frame. So we'll start down here at the bottom to start with the orange down here. And then just kind of work it up to the yellow up here and kind of mix them together a little bit. I am going to take off, I think I put too much orange on there. But then we can kind of go from the top down to mix them a little bit better. And you can see that really beautiful gradient from yellow down to orange. Look how pretty that piece is after stenciling that quilt lace on there. The next one I want to use is this Antique Trellis stencil. And I'm going to get out a couple of my favorite colors for this, which if you've watched any of my other videos, you probably know that's purple and teal. So we'll get this on here. And like I said, I don't think these colors are available right now, but I know the yellow and orange are. So you can always start with a couple colors and just keep an eye out for when the rest come back in stock. We'll start, oh, that's a beautiful color. Put that off to the side in case I need some more. And then I'll go in and get some of this teal. I am cleaning my palette knife off in between so I don't transfer any color. And then we'll start down here. When you do this, you do want to make sure that you are choosing colors that mix well together and don't create like a muddy brown color. So purple and teal definitely mix well together and look beautiful. Yellow and orange. You wouldn't want to do anything like purple and yellow. That would give you like a brown, ugly, gross color probably. I'm just trying to get some different variations of this color. We'll have some teal up here in the top, some purple down there at the bottom. And anywhere you have this paste, when it dries and we foil it, that's what the foil is going to stick to. And the really cool thing about that opal foil is it doesn't have like the silver backing on the foil. It's like translucent. So it'll add an opal sheen to whatever you put it over. And you can see your colors kind of shining through. And I first learned about that at the Brutus Monroe Create Your Own Ending event, the very first one. And we had so much fun. So make sure you are looking out on the Brutus Monroe page for all their events. They do a lot of virtual events now. Actually, this weekend is the Crafty Staycation, which I'm super excited about. It's Friday through Sunday, and there's lots of fun stuff to do there. That one, of course, is already sold out because it's this weekend, but make sure you stay tuned because I'm sure there will be another Create Your Own Ending event later this year. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to take off these magnets and peel this up. Oh, I love that. Sometimes it can be hard to get your piece unstuck from your work surface when it has that paste on it. So I'll just take a blade or something really thin and just kind of get that corner up. I'm going to put this aside to dry, and when these are dry, we're going to come back and do that fun foiling. So our panels are dry, and the next thing I want to do is add some ink blending to add a little bit more color to these, so there's not so much stark white showing. To start with, I'll start with the purple and teal one. And I'm going to start with the teal color kind of more towards the center, and as I work out, I want it to be more of the purple kind of around the edges. So I'm just, and this is why I like to use the Perfect Blend cardstock, because ink just blends so nicely on this cardstock. It just makes everything look so smooth and blended together. So I think that's good for the teal. And now onto the purple. And for the purple, I'm just going to come in around the edges. And without using or picking up any more ink, I'm just going to come in here and kind of at the parts where the purple and teal meet, just kind of blend that in a little bit. I have a little bit of ink on my mat here, so sometimes towards the end of my inking, if I just want really light colors, I just pick that ink up and use that. So there's this panel. So that one's done. And now we're going to move on to the yellow and orange panel. And there is our yellow and orange panel done. We're almost ready to the foiling part. I just have to clean up this ink. I'm going to go ahead and turn my Mink on. I use the Mink machine for my foiling. You can use laminators as well. So that's my machine on and preheating. We're just about ready to get to foiling. So this is the foil that I'm talking about. It's Deco foil, and the color is Opal. Now with my Mink, I use a plastic carrier sheet that comes with it, and you can see that mine is very dirty and messy, which means that it is well loved. So we'll open up the foil. It comes in a roll with, this one comes with 5 sheets. I love it so much, it's already partially used. I have 2.5 sheets left. I'm gonna have to order some more. Brutus Monroe does carry this foil, so I'll link it below. And as you probably know, if you shop at Brutus Monroe much, they have a wide variety of beautiful stencils. So you can definitely check those out to go along with this technique. I'll just kind of lay this on there so I know how much foil I need. I don't really like to use a piece much bigger than I need because who wants to waste foil, right? All right, I think one thing I forgot to do is after I do the inking, I do want to take a cloth and just kind of wipe off. So any of that ink that's sitting on top of the Chroma glaze will come off and won't alter our colors of Chroma glaze. So here we have this. I had some dog hair or cat hair on here, so I wanted to get that off of there. And then you're going to put it down with the pretty side facing up. So this is what it looks like before we foil it. I'll stick it in my carrier sheet, and I'm going to send this through my Mink. Okay, so these have just come out of the Mink, and let's check out the reveal. Can you see all that beautiful opal-y shimmer? Let's check out this other one. Ugh, look at that, how pretty that is. Obviously the purple and teal one is my favorite. I think that is so gorgeous. Look at that shine. And you can see how with the same piece, the same kind and the same color of foil, we achieve 2 completely different looks based on what we're foiling it over. I think those are just gorgeous. And from here, you would just have to maybe slap a sentiment on here, add it to a card base, and you have a beautiful, gorgeous card to send to somebody. I will have some pics showing my finished cards with these backgrounds. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this technique for today. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.